Hello students, welcome back in my class. Today we will discuss another part of chapter number 3, Our Changing Earth of class 7 Geography. In the previous class we have discussed about the various earth movement. We have seen that there were two types of force which took place, that they were endogenic forces and exogenic forces, and the endogenic forces were of two types: sudden forces like earthquake, volcano and landslide, and the second one is diastrophic forces. They are very slow forces, which took place very slowly, and the example of it is mountain building. So and the another type of force is exogenic force. These forces took place on the surface of the earth, and the example of these forces are erosional and depositional. And this erosion and deposition work take place by the agents of denudation like river, wind, sea waves, and glaciers. So students, in this video we will discuss about the examples of endogenic forces, volcano and earthquake. We will discuss about volcano and we will see the case study of earthquake here. So now let's see what is volcano. First, volcano is a vent or opening in the earth's crust through which molten material erupts suddenly. The molten material erupts all of a sudden from this opening. Here it is volcanic picture of volcanic eruption. This is magma chamber which acts as reservoir for molten magma. This is the vent through which the molten magma come out, and along with this molten magma, that is lava, and gases and ash also comes out. After cooling and solidifying, it forms crater over here. See, this is the lava, they all are flowing from here. This is crust and mantle. So this volcano is a sudden force. It is a sudden force which took place inside the earth or in the interior of the earth. Now similarly, as the volcanic eruption takes place, likewise when the lithospheric plate moves, the surface of the earth vibrates. The vibrations can travel all around the earth, and these vibrations are called earthquake. What are they called? They are called earthquake. Both the volcanic eruption as well as earthquake, they both took place due to the movement of the lithospheric plate. The place in the crust where the movement starts is called the focus. So the place where the movement starts is called focus, and just above the focus in the interior, or we can say the perpendicular to the focus on the surface, there are a point called epicenter. And vibrations travel outward from the epicenter as waves. The greatest damage is usually closest to the epicenter, and the strength of the earthquake decreases away from the center. Here we can see this is the point in the interior of the earth where the volcanic eruption, where the earthquake took place. This is called focus, and just perpendicular to focus on the surface of a point, there is a epicenter. This is the center of the earthquake, and these are the vibrations which is produced during the earthquake. They are seismic waves. They radiates out in all the direction. The nearer the epicenter, the more will be the effect. The impact of earthquake will be more, and the when we move further away from the epicenter, the impact of the earthquake is less. Is weak. Now basically see, there are three types of earthquake waves. Okay, the first one is P waves, or we can say it as longitudinal waves. The second one is S waves, or we can say it as transverse wave. And the third one is L waves, or we say surface waves. Okay, you see, these are the surface waves. You know, these are surface waves which took place during earthquake. Now, in order to find out or to experience how this earthquake, took place, we can perform an activity in order to experience this. Just see, take a container, fill it with water, and close it with a lid. Put the water to boil. Now put some peas, spoon, and beads on the top of the lid. What do you notice? As the water boils, the lid begins to shake. Okay, the lid starts shaking. The things which you have put on the lid also vibrate. Whatever the things they were which we put on the lid, it also starts vibrating along with the water, because it creates pressure on the lid. The beads roll down and the spoon vibrates to make sound. In the same manner, the earth vibrates when an earthquake occurs. Okay, got it? Likewise, likewise the vibration has been created when the earthquake occurs. You can perform this small activity. It's a very easy activity. You can perform very easily at home, and find out how the earthquake, what happened when the earthquake took place, how the vibrations generated. Now, although earthquake cannot be predicted, the impact can certainly be minimized if we are prepared beforehand. Okay, some common earthquake prediction method adopted locally by people include saying animal behavior. There are some uh, common method, or we can say local method, by which or by which the local people find out the prediction regarding the earthquake. Whenever there is an earthquake is going to be appear, the fish ponds, they get agitated, snakes come out to the surface. There is sudden change in the behavior of the animal. These are some you know uh, some changes which can be noticed locally, in order to find out the earthquake. People generally find out, you know maybe there is an earthquake is about to come. They predict about earthquake. Now here a case study of earthquake has been given. In a massive earthquake measuring 6.9 on Richter scale hit Town on 26 January 2001. Okay, so in 26 January 2001, there was a massive earthquake which took place in Bhuj district of Gujarat. And the intensity of the earthquake was 6.9 on Richter scale. It means it is a severe, it was a massive earthquake. It leads down to the massive destruction. And these are several reports regarding the uh, outcome or impact of the earthquake. Which was which was uh, given in the newspaper, of on that day, or that particular area. These are the following headlines, we can say. Okay, so here it is given that at least school was affected. At least 971 students and 31 teachers are feared to have lost their lives following the collapse of school buildings. These are certain headlines which came into the newspaper of that particular region on that day. Now let's see, what are the preparedness which we can perform when there will be an earthquake. Though these are some of the following tips which we can follow in order to get prepared. Is that safe spot under a kitchen counter, table, or desk, against an inside corner or wall. So if there is any earthquake occur all of a sudden, then and you are in home, then what you'll have to do, you just go under a kitchen counter or a table or a desk, or you may stand against an inside corner or wall. By this you can take some preparedness. The second one is stay away from. And what are the things from which you have to stay against during an earthquake? Whenever there is an earthquake take place, you just do one thing. Fireplaces, just stay away from fireplaces, areas around chimneys, windows that shatter, including mirrors and picture frame. From these things you have to stay away. And now you have to be prepared, spread awareness amongst your friends and family members, and face any disaster confidently. You have to spread awareness among your family members, among your friend. But the most important thing is that you don't have to lose your confidence. You know by your confidence only you can fight the situation. Okay. So students, this much for today only. In the next class we will discuss about some major landforms that took place due to endogenic forces or exogenic forces. Okay, till then, take care. Bye.